This video is rated T for the same reason the last Fire Emblem video is rated T. It has things that are not necessarily for the kiddies, but not enough of those things to be for the adult Ts. So if you don't mind any of the things you see in the black box, then sit back and enjoy. My commentary is not going to hold back from those black things, because the game certainly doesn't. Greeting interwebs, this is JackitK, and welcome to another edition of JackitK Tries. If you recognize this screen, then yes, we're back in Fire Emblem again. Why does exponential growth not have a record despite trying it before? Well, I'm doing this on the other file. Might as well keep some variety in JackitK Tries, and I get the feeling that my other file would be too overwhelming, as well as other various reasons. Without further delay, let's get into this. In case you don't know, I'm very excited about trying out the Scramble pack. What better place to start than with the Harvest Scramble, the first one. Well, here we are. Decorations in a world. In the middle of a festival, a party. Yeah, let's forget about the war-torn battles of the universe and just have a little fun for once. Party hat Lisa!
Huh?
It's party hat Lisa. Don't question it. She has it, 'cause can. Oh. What? Yeah, wait. Even though I never played the Paralogs yet, you're Captain.
What? Right.
Cool, Harvest Festival. That sounds pretty fun. You look familiar.
No.
That's all. I mean, it's another world, so it shouldn't matter, right? Games, food, fun, everything new. Love. A lot of talking, and I'm just taking it in. Feel kind of bad for you guys. Then again, you are used to the blubber, 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 blubber. Blubber, fun, blubbers.
I see.
Certainly Mr. Serious Head certainly knows about it. Hey mister, who are you talking?
Right.
Nice, I'm glad you asked. You should be here any second. You're kidding me. Oh no. Of course. Too good to be true. Monsters in the festival.
Right. Hey.
You hear me? We're soldiers. We can protect you. Sure, ignore the guys with swords that can help. Be my guest.
Wait. What?
right.
Does this mean we can still go to the fair? Yay.
Right.
Those two men.
No.
Well, yeah. Came off Risin. I'm sure Risin. No.
Huh?
What?
Always impressive. Right.
During Sebastian. What are you saying? Oh boy, Frederick.
None shall harm you.
Now we finally get into the gameplay of things. Check out the map and see who to send out against what. My guys might be a little weak for this particular challenge after all. I mean, there's like some in the 50s which I think I can handle, but then there's like this one random one every other feat that's all the way at 85. They all have frickin' miracle. Okay, that guy's at 96. It's the side. And I'm using the other file. Still, I guess for those we could see how far I can go. Let me tell you a fun little story of what happened between the recording session you just saw and this one. First I tried to do it with this casual file and got slaughtered. So bad I got game over. So I said screw it and tried to do it on my classic file where I've actually beaten the whole game in that. That was fine. All one move, I slaughtered all of the people back. Or all the zombie guys back. I guess zombies are people too. Cases, I slaughtered them. I went to stop the recording and Cam Studio's like, nope, you can't have a recording session, JackitK. I'm just gonna dump your entire half hour or so more of recordings. So I raged and eventually decided to record it without commentary, capturing directly from my capture device itself instead of using Cam Studio for the sake of saving space. I'd rather have a large video than no freaking video at all. And I wasn't in the mood for commentating all this, so I decided I would just come and post-commentate this. First iconic thing about this map that I really like to talk about is actually something that all three maps of the Scramble edition share in common. The whole idea of support conversations within the battle. So as you're about to see here, Corellia can actually have a little conversation with Pan. Pan's acting a little bit malicious and angry for no apparent reason. Let's see what happens. You fool, she's your ally. Why are you just randomly attacking? Apparently there's some sort of tangle pry or something going on with her, and we're going to find out exactly why that's going on later. But at the particular moment, we just know that she's angry for no apparent reason, or not even angry. She just wants to have a fight with whoever she feels the strongest of the human race to make a point, or so we're aware of. As we can see right here, she's saying, I heard this army has great warriors and you're the greatest of them all. Since then, I had the burning passion to know how mighty are the Mom Spawn. And that's basically how it's gonna go. I leave this in because eventually when I upload this video, I'm planning on doing JackitK mutes go along with it of all the support conversations, even the ones I cut out. But for this video, I decided to leave in my favorite support conversations and just cut out the ones that I don't find as interesting. After all, you're gonna see all of them, even the ones I cut out eventually. Figure since that the whole conversations is like part of the map, they should leave a couple in, and we get to see how they develop through the course of the map here. Corel here is having common sense. There's enemies attacking us and you're just gonna try to spark a fight with your own ally for the sake of pride? I guess common sense could be seen otherwise, but my common sense says that it'd be stupid to just ignore the threat right in front of your face. Oh, and don't worry about missing out on fights. I leave in all the special fights that are worth noting, and I'll certainly have things to say about those particular battles. I guess now it's deciding who to move, who to go where, whether to have another fight or to have a support. So many choices, so little time to make them all. Well, I guess they have a limited amount of time, but that sort of ideal makes this a whole freaking hour video divided by 2. You get what I mean when I add the divide 2 in there. Just attack you from a distance. Yeah, it's definitely worth knowing. The Risins have special abilities in here, like Miracle, and Counter, and Vengeance, and FU, and FU2. All your favorite Fire Emblem Awakening abilities. And if I'm cutting them out, there's a very good chance that nothing special happened in them. No, we have a moment with Maribel, and more importantly, Maribel complaining about having to share another human being with other human beings. I guess I can see why so many people don't like her character. She didn't really come out this bad when I first played through the game. And she does have her highlights.
Hey!
Like I was saying, most importantly though, Party Hat Lisa. We get to have a whole support conversation with Party Hat Lisa. Isn't that just grand? Maribel, you're not helping the case of me trying to defend you from the haters. It would help if you didn't diss the awesome Party
Yes.
Hat. There we go! Even the Party Hat looks good on her. Why not? Let's have Party Hat Maribel as well. Maybe you'll actually be half as awesome as Lisa wearing one of those things. No, really. It's your loss. Oh yeah, there's actually a point to this conversation. Maribel is actually worried about people taking advantage of her.
Really?
That's the whole point of their friendship character plot. Maribel's always still clinging of Lisa because she's always afraid that the men will
Clearly.
take advantage of her. I'm pretty sure that can be interpreted both ways. She says it herself, not me. Though that may be what she claims, I do get this feeling that there's a bit more to it than that. Like she actually is jealous of Lisa having other people to be with. But jealous of the people being with her, not necessarily her being with the people. I don't think that's how the saying goes, Lisa, but whatever. You're in the presence of Party Hat Lisa. You're not doing a good job keeping your cool and not looking like a total douchebag, Miss Maribel.
Huh?
And that's the end of that conversation for now. What will happen in the future? Will their little conflict get resolved? Find out later in this video. Now, what to do with a little no-leave here? I guess you'll just stand here and hopefully not die to something. I mean, you can make her die in the game all you want. I don't disrespect your disrespect. But even though it's classic mode, I prefer not to have people die because when they die, even though they'll come back at the end, they won't be able to get the experience from fighting things through killing them. You have to be alive in order to kill other things, you get what I'm saying? And by classic, I mean this file is casual mode. Don't worry, I will abuse the fact out of this being casual mode. And frickin' Miracle, of course. Back to it being casual mode though. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, don't worry. I will be taking full use of the fact that I can save anywhere and that the people come back if they do die in battle. In fact, I would have abused the latter more so, if it wasn't for the fact that so many of the characters have support conversations that they can only achieve if they stay alive for the whole thing. So yeah, that's all my explanation about that. If I was playing on classic mode, I would have to reset from the very beginning every time someone died, because I'm the classic kind of guy who doesn't like people dying and will not let other people permanently die as long as the time gods are on my side, aka the soft reset button. Frickin' miracle. Thankfully, we should have Fake over here, like, finish off this job, or... Yeah, I figured that's what I was doing. And yeah, that wasn't even worth showing, because if I showed every fight, this video would be even longer than it was. Don't worry though, like I said before, we're definitely gonna see all the wonderful moments that happen on this map. But who to converse with, and the only reason I don't do that, converse is already flashing in yellow. Converse with me! Because I've seen someone else do it before. So I figured I want my support conversations I have to be a little more diversified. Because yeah, as you might guess, different characters will have different supports with different people here. It's not fixed. In other words, like, if we have two characters that I don't have on this map that are conversable with each other, you can actually have a dialogue scene between them that I wouldn't be able to have in this particular run of the map. And the maps are rerunnable, as in you can go through them multiple times. Speaking of, I think we're just about to have another... No, that's a conversation that I decided to save for a separate video, I suppose. But I guess we can at least team up together to take out the zombies. Because zombies are bad, especially when they kill you and make you reset many times over. Especially when you can say, "You were so insignificant, sir, I am going to completely cut out your fight." It's time to get some little party hat Lisa action in here. Or not. Come on, we need to see party hat Lisa in as many sprites and models as we can, because it's just an awesome pose. That hat is everywhere in this map, and only this map. So it would be a crime not to show it off in all of its features possible. Right? I guess it might be a good idea to leave her here. I don't know why doing this, but I am sure that the me of the past knows exactly what he's doing, and that will not lead to that particular character's demise eventually. I have complete faith in myself. Though the more I talk about have faith, the less I have, so... Party hat Lisa! So all that's left is not Party Hat Maribel to move. Let's see what the enemies decide to do this time. Nothing! Well, that's good. That means no one's gonna die. Yet. Decisions. Oh yeah, I guess we have time for another conversation, right? Or am I gonna make another move and have that conversation of conversing later? Oh boy. This is a battle that's left in. That means special things are gonna happen. Or I could just forget, cut it out, and I don't know why I left that one in there.
Huh?
And now for the exciting conclusion to Lisa and Maribel talk together. So here Maribel here is gonna apologize for what she's done. And she better feel terrible. You kinda came out like a little bit, you know, the... Is that a word that you can say in a T-Ray game? I'm pretty sure the majority of you know what I want to say. But I really don't know. I mean, we're beyond that point anyways. Girl's just confessing about how she really feels and how she just feels jealous that Lisa can just so easily converse with people, even getting an awesome party hat for No reason but
No.
being cool. Well, I doubt she's jealous about the hat. Because what does she know about high class taste? Not like she's a noble and criticizes everyone else for not living up to her standards all the time.
Yes.
But you are special. That is a unique gift, apparently. Well, maybe if you weren't so much of a, you know, they wouldn't find you so prickly. True feelings right here, bros. True feelings of the Maribel. She's not as bad as you think. She just needs a little love. Needs a little care. Needs someone not to call her, you know, every now and then. Even being modest right now, calling herself an awful human being. And Lisa coming to support her because that's what best friends do. They support each other when they're feeling down. Unless you're really, really good friends, and then you just not help each other with criticism, apparently. Here comes a good line right here. Guess who's the first person to come to my head when they told me that festivals are best shared with friends? You! That's right, you! I feel bad making you upset without even noticing. And because she's too high class and eyebrow for little trinkets, they're gonna spend the whole festival together at the end of all of this fighting. Just her and her. Yay! Everything is happy and glorious again. And I get the feeling that all of the conversations are gonna end like that. The ones I show, at least. Everyone makes up and ends up happy in the end. Hooray! We could talk, which I do off screen. You're too far away to attack that zombie, JackitK. I'm assuming that's what the me of the past was thinking. Let's just get a little healing.
Thank
I
you.
mean, it's not as cool as when Lisa heals because she's not wearing a party hat, but we'll live. We'll survive. Hopefully. Let's take care of some Risins here before they cause problems, shall we? Or we could completely ignore the zombies and grab the shiny. The shiny always takes priority over zombies. I mean, really. Apparently people still give a damn about zombies because they're still in the media today, but I don't give a damn about zombies. I got sick and tired of them ages ago. I'm too cool for zombies. And sure, maybe they're not really zombies, but they certainly look undead. And that's basically what a zombie is, I suppose. What's the best way to take this guy out without taking a little damage myself? Ouch, that's the sneezing amount of damage, and the fact I didn't finish it off. I really hope it doesn't come to bite me in the butt. Cause that would suck!
Formulate a plan.
Precisely. Miracle encounter. F you two. You're dead. Screw your miracle. I got double hit. Come on, Vice, you can do it. That's a heavy amount of damage, but... See, you can attack twice. Screw its miracle. Screw miracle, I got double hit. Oh wait, there's more zombies left over. Come on, miss. Well, that could have gone better. Reset. So, back over here, what Vake death? Vake never died in this map. And apparently, it's gonna be another case of Miracle! You know I know? Because that's how often Miracle showed up. But you know what? Dual Strike finish for the win. Screw you too, stupid Risin. You know, let's poison the zombies that will die from light magic or something. No, that's not this game, I don't believe. Can't believe that freaking thing survived. 1 HP, missed attack. I think I talked about how these guys are kinda annoying in this particular map. If I haven't, you have visual proof now. Yeah, just get this tome over to someone who can actually use it. I don't think that was the plan. I think the whole point of moving out of the danger zone was to stay out of danger. Thankfully, Party Hat Lisa can just come in there, heal, and not be in the way of danger. More shinies to pick up! Do it. Yes. Weapon proficiency increase with a weapon that doesn't get upgraded. Fabulous! I guess it's just to move everyone around, wait for this turn to end, and see what happens. Gotta be careful of those guys up there, because they're fairly strong. The guy with the shield is definitely someone you want to watch out for. I'll go into detail of that particular Risin soon enough. In the meantime, there's more healing that needs to be done.
Nice.
Fabulous! Maybe Vake won't die this time! I mean, maybe Vake won't die at all, because Vake never died. But speaking of, we could probably have a conversation with him if I so feel inclined to have that conversation yet. Oh yes, Miracle and Vengeance. Just hit him and hope the miracle doesn't trigger. See, that wasn't so bad, was it past me? Now let's have a conversation that will be shown off later. And we probably can't have one with Vake for now, so just wait here and move the rest of the characters. But since they're all move, I guess it's time for the Emblem to attack.
Shall we not?
Wonder what will happen if this amazing... Oh dear! Vengeance! The ability that makes you do more damage based on the lower your health. Kind of like a lot of Pokemon moves, none of which are coming to my head at this particular moment. Like Flail. That's the most important one that I can recall. Thankfully no one died from that, so we're all good. Alright, Vake. It's one Risin. You can do this. Take it out, and don't have Miracle trigger. Just know this, Miracle and Vengeance is a very good combination. Pretty clever of the game developers to put those two together. Assuming they actually want you to die of frustration. Assuming that you're actually not of the proper level yet to take this on. Or more likely, actually grind. Or actually play this farther into the game where you're actually over level compared to them. Like you're probably supposed to. Because you're probably not supposed to have a struggle with this fight, considering how much later of a DLC map it is. Despite the fact this is only the second DLC I'm covering, it was one of the later ones released. Just notice that all the DLC that was actually made in Japan at the current moment has been released in the US. So that means we're not going to get anything new besides the last map that was released in the US. That's a little bit disappointing. It's like I was finally starting to get into Fire Emblem DLC, and they already released all of it. Granted, there's still a lot I have yet to buy, so my wallet's probably real happy that there's no more DLC being released. Because I pretty much am gonna end up buying them all, even the two that I wasn't going to buy, I'm actually considering buying now. I totally should have got the pack that included the gold and the special item. along with the experience grinding map. I guess it's not that much money wasted, but because I didn't buy it in a pack, I'm going to hold off as long as I can before getting those two. Like I said in the first JackitK Tries, which was actually the experience map, that come along with the gold and special item map. They're definitely not necessary to beat the game. You could definitely beat the game without them, but if you're willing to invest the money, I definitely see it making things more convenient for you in the long run. And you're not just buying it to grind. It does have a little mini story, like I showed off in JackitK Tries, that makes it worthwhile to play in my eyes. You might think it's a waste of money. I don't necessarily find it a waste of money. I feel like I got my money's worth out of it. And the fact that I can use it to grind only makes it more worthwhile. Probably gonna be the same way with the gold. There's probably like some amusing scene with the whole gold map that makes it worth actually doing a video about. And frickin' miracle again. That's why I have double hits. Level ups from the double hits. Nothing more satisfying. What's gonna go on here? I think I'm eventually gonna start leaving in some fights as long as one unit takes damage. Oh yeah! That guy had counter! And a miracle! That's why I left that one in. Isn't that glorious? At least the abilities of my allies is kicking in to counteract the foe's annoying abilities. Hopefully that'll help balance things out. Hopefully we're not close to a death anytime soon. All we can do is watch the video and hope I don't make a mistake. Most likely a stupid mistake, but no mistakes at all would be fairly pleasant. With so many wounded people on the field, at least we can get some party hat Lisa action going on. Possibly. Maybe. Yay! Party hat Lisa. Now on both screens. Level up with Party Hat Lisa. All the Party Hat Lisa sprays. Haven't talked about Gaius at all. Why not get him into some battle action out here in this emerging battlefield? Pairing him off with Maribel just because she's the closest thing to him that can possibly have a support.
We'll do it together.
And that is all. What is going to be the shenanigans today? Apparently no shenanigans. That is fairly interesting. There aren't too many more Risins left up on the battlefield. I guess we just gotta move our allies to where they should go and finish up anyone that still remains. I guess it would be anyone? Would you consider Risin anyone or anything? I am fairly uncertain about that. And I guess Vic is doing just fine, not dying. That's good to know. That guy is gonna be fairly tricky to take out. It's gonna require precise timing, strategy, and careful placement of my allies in order to pull this off without any casualties. Alright, got a full turn. All my allies have a movement they can make. Time to make each and every one of their movements count. And not lead up to screw-ups in a particular task.
Right then.
Healing up Gaius is very high on my priority list, because anyone with lower than half health is not in a good state for fighting. Especially with the Risins at this particular level. Now let's completely abandon our allies to pick up the shiny. What to do here? Noe, I believe I'll put here because it is the safe zone. There's no need to worry about her getting into trouble. What about you? Let's take a closer look at what we got. Oh my. That's a full arsenal of skills. That could be very awkward to work with. Guess you can go here. Move you over there. There is nothing that's going to go wrong with this setup. It does take a fairly long time for me to make turns in this game just to move one set of units. I guess that is a concern I have with commentating this game. Like, everything feels so slow pace. And if you're talking about what's going on in the game solely, you're going to spend a long time talking about one particular thing until action happens. Like that guy was no action. And I swear, where did all those Risins come from? They were not there before. Okay, I'm pretty sure the last turn he summoned more of them, which I feel is unfair. But hey, that's the way the game works. Now this guy has counter. He has a lot of health. If I go head on with any of my units, they're gonna die. So it's time for the indirect approach. And yeah, sending someone into the midst of the battlefield with practically no health never was quite the smartest idea I ever came up with. Yeah, attack you from... no? Just have vague not attack right in front of there. There we go, rage attack. That's the ticket. Attack him from rage until it dies. All the attacking. Didn't even defeat it and got a level out of that. Nice. Again, rage attacks. Now with more dragon power. In case you didn't have enough dragon action in this video. Really? Really, Miracle? Well, good thing for that dual attack. Thank goodness for that, because Miracle would have been annoying. Cool, double level up. That's pretty nice to get from this particular fight. Although, considering how strong it was, fairly predictable. Though he must have gave out a lot of experience if I got that amount chunk of experience without paying, even being the main one to do the attack. Now to try to take out some of these other guys before they possibly murder one of my allies after being fairly weakened by that whole giant Risin, or wasting all their attacks on it at least. We did the smart thing, so they didn't take any damage, but then they're still not in the best situation. Thankfully, rescue will hopefully come in handy in the future to get at least one of the units out of the way of grave danger. Now, if these guys over here didn't have counter, we'd probably be done. But they do have counter, so I gotta carefully choose which one to attack instead of trying to slaughter them all this turn. Cause if I do too much damage and take it back, then people could die. And fun fact, even on casual mode, if Chrome or your avatar die, it's an instant game over. That's the best way to get a game over and have to reset in casual mode. In fact, it's the only reason, if you're using your save states wisely, you will need to reset in casual mode. Did I just refer to them as save states? I mean, it's practically what they are, but they're built into the game, but still. Wow, I never thought I'd see the day when I am relying on save states. Alright, what are we gonna do about this situation, Lisa? I guess we gotta find a good place for guys to hang out. Be nice to take out one of these Risins over here, but I am afraid of his counter. So shiny! Hooray! And I hope that move doesn't backfire. Now what to do with you, Lisa? gotta be close enough to actually be able to trigger the rescue staff, but far enough away that it actually gets you out of the state of danger. Oh boy. Don't attack back, guy. It's just gonna kill you. Just like that. Oh boy. Reset. Back in time before Gaius died. Gotta take out this guy again, so... What else could I talk about since we've already been through these motions, but I felt it was necessary to show them again anyways. I wonder if you guys truly get the feel of what Fire Emblem can be. I mean, it's a great game, but if you just wanted to have a quick run and then be done with it, yeah, this is not necessarily the best game for that particular moment. I guess the only thing that really makes it work on a portable console so well is the fact that you could use either the bookmark feature in classic mode to quick save your progress, like in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Like if you die though, you have to go to the very beginning of the battle. And these battles tend to take a long time, as you can see from this video. For me, the average of doing an FE Awakening map is about an hour. That's a fair estimate. Sometimes it can take longer. On the bright side, the engagement with the game kind of makes the long battles worthwhile. Like, you never feel bored playing the game. Never feel like that the battles drag out. At least when I was playing it the first time, in classic mode, normal, because I'm obviously too scrubbed to play this game on the hard. Don't even get me started on Lunatic, please. So despite the battles being long, and if you have to reset, because you're playing on classic mode, it taking even longer, I never felt bored by it, you could say. I never felt like they dragged out. There's times like they go, damn it, I can't believe I waste so much time just doing this one map, I will confess. But it was always rewarding in the end. Hopefully the people who really wouldn't like this game, my videos kind of emphasize to those people that this game is not for them, though I highly would recommend it for anyone else. And if you ever get the chance to try the game, I would at least try it on casual if you really just don't want to spend hours upon hours playing the game at once. Because I feel if you can master can't believe I'm using the term master to describe a feature of casual mode, but still, the advantages you get in casual mode, it can make the game a lot more relaxing. It can take away a lot of frustration you might get from having to reset after putting a good half hour into the game because you lost a unit that you really don't want to lose.
Let's do it.
So, if I'm not mistaken, we've taken out the Mastermind Risin freaking miracle encounter.
Thank you.
Grr, like one by itself isn't annoying enough. I feel like I was going to say something. Oh yeah, I suppose taking out the Master Head Risin is for celebration, especially since we healed off the majority of the damage that came from the counter that the one Risin did. Hooray! Now, if we destroy the rest of the Risins, we should be all set with this map. Apologies if I used the terms level interchangeably with map. I believe their official term is map, but I am not 100% sure, which is why I often go between the two a lot. I wonder what will happen this time. Counter or miracle, or both?
Why, thank you.
I guess it must have had counter. And I attacked it from a range.
An easy way.
Or maybe I just decided to show anything where I actually take damage. And by I mean my units. Come here. How many times do you say frickin' miracle before it stops becoming funny? Let's count. No, Morel, you have to stay alive for your husband. Oh wait, it's casual mode. You know, screw it, it's casual mode. I've been at this for at least an hour. Over half an hour without resetting. Let's just get this freaking map done. She'll be back at the end of the battle.
We can do it.
Yay. Hooray for abusing the features of casual mode. And thank goodness that guy didn't take any damage, because Vengeance will actually rack damage if it's taken any. If I would have attacked that thing first and didn't finish it off, there's a very good possibility that Corellia would have died from that attack. I can almost guarantee it. And any more dragon battles, then this video might explode from the awesomeness of dragons. So that was off screen, but the level up stays because level ups are cool. I'm trying to avoid bias. Alright. Just one more Risin. What's so hard? Is it really such a factor of who gets the final blow? Well, of course I'm building supports. So I have to get supports from healing. And I gotta align everyone around the guy who's going to do the final attack. So they all get supports. And what else goes into consideration for supports? Gotta figure out which pair I want to get the final blow support so much. I could be factoring in who's lacking on experience, who's close to shinies and can go after them instead. Gotta factor in, just in case for some reason I don't finish off the stupid Risin, gotta leave someone in the vulnerable range that actually has enough health to take the hit. And yes, I think we're finally good to go. Although half the calculations I put into effect, I did not apply into the video. But I don't mind. It's over at long last. Almost 15 minutes in. Definitely over an hour with the footage I cut out. Yay! That is your typical average length of a Fire Emblem map. And that was on casual mode. Granted, I was probably under level for this course. But I did it! And I made you guys suffer through all of it with me. Well, 75% of it. And yes, I am ignoring the cutscenes. Let's change that. Party festival hosts have come back because all the zombies are dead. Chrome just finally tells them that the zombie guys were deaded by our hands. Totally not something he said before. Your soldiers, why didn't you say something sooner? Yeah, about that. Never mind. Well, let's move on to more important things, like the fact we saved the day. Hooray! If you want to give us any praise or reward, now's a good time to do so. Awesome! All the vegetables and fruit that you can carry. Too bad that the gamers here don't want any. Okay, that was bad. Party Hat Lisa knows what to do with all the produce. She's gonna freaking take all but half of it. Oh, Lisa! Tell us, how in the world are you gonna carry all of that? Hey everyone! Free fruit! Free vegetables! Free tomatoes! That you can throw at people! Parties and all that! Parties for days for everyone, cause it's fun! Oh, Frederick. Totally not made, man. Thank you for clearing all the pebbles and debris that could possibly ruin Party Hat Lisa's
My thanks.
keys to success and bringing happiness to the world.
My lord.
What else is wrong, Mr. Chrome? So, what's wrong with everyone being happy and peaceful? Oh yeah, back in the real world, of the game world at least, everything is in violence and chaos. Of course.
Yes.
No, we will not say it's a good day until the whole world is at
Never
peace.
fear.
Yay for Goody 2 Hero doing the Goody 2 Hero things and saying the Goody 2 Hero things. Can't wait for that party, and if Lisa isn't wearing a party hat, tomatoes will be thrown. I'll make sure to have a couple in reserve if that party does not happen with a party hat Lisa. Well, would you look at the time? It's been a very long video, so I think I'll be closing it off here. This has been JackitK, and I hope to see you for the next edition of JackitK Tries. Whether it be another Fire Emblem map, or just me playing a game for the first time and taking in the experience of it all. Until then though, see y'all later.